Hello, Virgo. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly does not want you to know this. We're going to have a look at the zodiac signs cards and figure out who we're talking about, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to look into what they don't want you to know. What are we talking about here? Right? And your first card is Leo. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. So this is a whole confidence issue, I see. Okay, you wanna, okay. Your next card is Taurus. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. Beautiful stuff. Okay, we have Taurus energy, we have Leo energy. There's a matter of pride and prominence involved in both signs. But let's have a look at your third sign. Okay, now we have some humility with the Cancer. We have some watery energy, some intuitive energy, some emotional energy, some sensitive energy. You know, but I'd say all three are sensitive. I'd say Taurus is more in tune than sensitive, but yeah. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at your tarot spread, because we're going to figure out what this person doesn't want you to know. They're giving you the Leo vibe. They're giving you the Taurus and Cancer vibe. They're giving you a hybrid mix of that vibe or that sign. So let's have a look. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, and your first card is the Judgment card. Ooh, okay. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to pull the cards. And then we've got the Five of Cups. Oh no. Five of Cups. This person has some loss and regret that they need to work out and tend to, because boom. They need to get over something from the past, because they're dwelling. They're dwelling. Then we've got the Five of Pentacles. Good gravy. This person is going through a lot. This person's going through a lot. They don't want you to know. They do not want you to know. Their pride will not allow it. But we have two fives here, so they're going through some sort of change and transition in their life, and it does not look like it's easy. And they don't want you to know. And I feel like it's because it's a result of their own it's their own consequences, because the Judgment card is preceding all these cards. So let's keep going. Oh my goodness! And then we have the Ten of Cups. 5 plus 5 equals 10, baby. Learning big lessons. Learning big lessons. 5 plus 5 plus 10 is what? 20. Judgment card, 20. Ain't that some ain't that a female dog? Then we've got, finally, the King of Swords. Okay, so that's a little interesting. It's a little interesting. It's a lot interesting. What am I saying? Okay. I like it. I like this reading. I feel like, you know, this person has a real coming of age story. You know, it's like they've developed as a person, and they don't want you to know what they done been through, because it's a whole story. It's a whole, you know, but somehow they've developed this pride, this confidence, this self-belief, and we see this journey that has led them to where they are. Now, this person might seem a little bit rough around the edges and overly sensitive in some areas, and that could be a side effect of what had happened to them, because we see them having either a judgment ruling that was actually a judge ruling something against them, where they had to go through some hard knocks. Because this right here, this is, look at this. This could depict a remorseful criminal. You know, I have regrets that I have to get over. I can't, you know. Five of Cups is like very emotional, dwelling on the past, thinking about what I've done. I'm in emotional jail. The Judgment card is supposed to give us a snapshot evaluation of how we're doing in this world and keep it real with us. So, you know, if there's a lesson that you're not learning in life, the Judgment card showing up is like somebody coming into your real life and being like, hey, are you seriously smoking a pack a day? Why would you do that? You know that's bad for you. And then you're like, first of all, because you're human, you'd be like, who the are you? But if you knew deep down that it was some type of angelic force, like a nun or like an angel, an actual angel manifested, that was like, hey buddy, what are you doing? You know, you'd feel like, I mean, I guess I could stop. You'd feel kind of like, huh. Alright, so this person is going through that. They're going through that judgment period where they're doing that full evaluation, and life has likely caught up with them because they're experiencing the transitions that are uncomfortable. They're going through the changes that don't feel good, that are not necessarily uplifting. We have the Five of Cups here, where they, you know, things happen. Some things went well. Some things kind of didn't. And they're more focused on things that didn't work out. And almost to a point where it's diminishing what did work out. And so this person doesn't want you to know that they have some resentment. They have some resentment about the past. They have some resentment about something that they've lost, or they carry the weight of that with them as they conduct themselves. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. Part of that weight is feeling abandoned, feeling left behind, feeling out in the cold, feeling shunned by everyone, really. And what they're after is a sense of completion and a sense of fulfillment, finding a new friend. Maybe you have a friendship with this person that means more to them than they have actually let on, you know, because they've been through the, you know, the emotional ringer. They've been through people turning their backs on them and being disloyal, to say the least. Maybe they offended everyone. People, they have to start over, you know, and really learn the true meaning of friendship or bonds and relationships. And, you know, they're in a place where they value it more. So having that connection to you probably means more to them than you'll ever let on. You know, and then this Taurus energy here is like stubborn, and it's like they're rough around the edges, or they're not the type of person that you'd think would care. But like, again, experiences has led them to a place where they can actually appreciate the happiness of a true connection and a friendship. Or, you know, it makes me feel like it's less romantic than anything. I mean, having a ride or die, a bestie, it could be that, but it could be romantic. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, somebody that now feels close to you but didn't have that before. At least the Leo, the strength of a Leo, you may, you know, they have been through things. Leos usually have this like journey where some type of anomaly obstacle is thrown their way, and they become really resourceful and adaptable to it. And it shows their strength. That's the whole thing. It shows their strength, how they deal with things, even though they may have those, those weak moments, they still outwardly, people see them as strong. And the same thing as Taurus, they have that strength to carry the weight of other people and so show support in a way that's very heroic and brave and bold. So I feel like they may see those qualities in you, or they may have developed those qualities themselves. Possibly you admire those, and maybe that's why you guys align together, because that's their happiness. That's where they feel the love in their bonds and their connections. Now we have the King of Swords, again, rough around the edges, but still very no nonsense in some areas. And you understand why. They understand why. I feel like this Judgment card really makes them understand and have that aha moment that, hey, you went through all this stuff, but when you go through things, then it makes you appreciate other things in a whole new way. And I feel like, that whole rough around the edges thing is looking towards the happiness of a Ten of Cups. Maybe this person lost touch with the idea that they wanted to be happy and they just wanted to get things done. Now that you've come along and with your witty side jokes and your little, hey, you want to go get a bear? Like, maybe for the first time ever in history, they're like, ha, laughter. So how do you do this thing? You just put your mouth together and go, ha, multiple times? And you're teaching them feelings, emotions, managing them, separating them. And we see the sensitivity, we see the Taurus, we see the yearning, but we also see the person who's been through a lot. Maybe they didn't have time to tend to that kind of stuff, because Cups and the Pentacles, here's what we're learning here. Here's what we're trying to embrace. Ten of Cups is speaking to a happy ending, or feel a sense of completion, a cycle that has gone by and you've learned a lesson, and you're forward, you're going to the next grade, basically, instead of repeating the same grade. Judgment in reverse is having you repeat the same grade because you're not getting it. But the Judgment upright is like, okay, hey, look at you. You realize the moral of that story, and now we can move on to, taking care of business. King of Swords is he's a serious mofo. And as much as a lot of the time when I'm doing readings, I go, oh my God, I'm scared of him. That's because I'm scared of him, okay? He's very, very strict. That means he's got willpower. That means he's got, you can rely on him. That means he's got the intellectual capacity to have a decent conversation, okay? But that also means that he's not with the rah-rah, so save your goofy jokes for someone else. The King of Swords means business, so this person is probably very serious about their connections to people, and, King of Swords, them realizing what that happiness and joyful feeling is to them, it may have them prioritize it. Okay, every week we're going golfing. Yes, I'm planning, I'm scheduling fun because it gives me something therapeutic. Or I don't know, the moral of the story is, hey, I've been through a non-ride or die situation, and having this Ten of Cups happiness, this happy ending towards that is something that I value and cherish and must reflect on from my pedestal from time to time, which is fine. Which is fine. Good for them. Recalibrating their energy, recalibrating their aura so that, you know, they could show gratitude. And especially if, you know those people that are really, really harsh. Like those business people that are so business-like, and you're like, do you even go home and be like, I'm so grateful for everything I have? Do they do that, or do they expect that? I don't know, but I feel like this person's a little bit more attuned. And maybe you'll never know that. You'll never get to hear it from them. Hey, your friendship means a lot to me. Your love means, your support means a lot to me. Because, damn it, as much as I think or feel that way, the way that it comes out, the way that I articulate it from my sword's standpoint is, you're not that bad. You're not the worst. That's probably as emotional as it gets. Right? So there it is. Your person that is cold, is a bad A with a heart of gold. They want to tell you that, but they appreciate you, but they're just not gonna tell you, but they do. All right, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, all that stuff. And if you like your own personal reading, please check out the description for a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop, where I sell all sorts of candles, and I have new products coming in every single month. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.